Welcome to the first edition of PimaTalks from the PCC TV studios at Pima Community College's West Campus. I'm Tom Casey. I'm a media designer with the college, and today I'm moonlighting as a podcast host. With me today is Raymond Suarez. He is the Sports Information, Fitness, and Wellness Assistant for Pima's Athletics Department. He spreads all the great news about Aztecs Athletics, and there's a lot of great stuff going on here at Pima. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me, Tom.
Great. Well, today we're going to talk about some of the ongoing successes of Pima's student athletes and what to look for in the future. So I'm pretty interested in Pima's unique position within the Tucson media market. And I figure that presents some challenges for you. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So working with the media, every time that there's a Pima Athletics event, I write up press releases about it. I send it to all the media contacts that I have in an email and try and generate interest with the news stations, newspapers, online publications, anywhere and everywhere I can. And I've been with Pima for almost 7 years now, and I feel I've developed a pretty good relationship with among the media around town, and we're getting more feature stories written about our student athletes and our coaches, and it's becoming a better time every year with Pima. We're generating more interest in the community.
So the hard work's paying off. You're seeing results.
Absolutely.
Now, what about the elephant in Tucson, University of Arizona Athletics? How does that play out? I mean, are you competing with them for audience? What's going on there?
And I get that question every once in a while from people saying, do you feel like you're competing with the U of A for coverage in town? And I say, absolutely not. With Pima Athletics, and since I've been here, I'm just trying to get a piece of the pie in town. I just want to do what I can for Pima and our athletics department, and just let people know that we're also in town as well. And the U of A, they do a great job utilizing their resources, and that's what I just try and do at Pima, is try and utilize our resources as best we can.
Okay, so we've been having some successes here, a lot of success. And like our soccer and basketball teams have done well in region and national tournaments. Can you tell me about how people can get out to see them?
Yeah, so right now, our fall season, we have men's and women's soccer, women's volleyball, and men's and women's cross country. Our volleyball matches are here at the West Campus, and they're free to get into, free entrance. And our men's and women's soccer team, that sport is $5 general admission, $3 for those who present a student or military ID, and kids under 12 get in for free. And what's great about soccer and basketball as well is if you go to, they play back-to-back. So the women's team plays first, and then the men's game follows right after 20 minutes later.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so you can just pay one entrance to catch both games.
Oh, okay.
And and soccer and basketball are the only sports that we charge entrance for, and right now those four teams are having a lot of success, and they're just great to watch any game. Okay,
cool. No, that's really good to hear. And I did not know about the. I guess I should probably go to a game. Would that be reasonable?
I'm going to hold you to that.
I should have done that for research. Okay, I'll do it. I promise. Now, our student athletes have been having success off the court too. Mm-hmm. 10 student athletes named to NJCAA All Academic First Team. Mm-hmm. That's incredible. You tell me about how they've been doing and what that means to the college and for them.
So the last couple years, we've had over 30 student athletes receive the NJCAA All Academic honor, and whenever I get to release that information, I put it on our website, PimaAztecs.com. I put it on our social media pages. But what I do with our social media pages is because that's just an unbelievable, to be a student athlete and to be all academic is just an unbelievable feat for our student athletes. So what I do, or what I have done the last probably the last 4 years, is highlight one student athlete per day, and show what their successes were, and what they're majoring in, and if they're a sophomore and if they've moved on to a 4-year school, say what university they've moved on to, what successes they had on the field or on the court as well. So I feel that highlighting each student athlete and their academic success is very important.
I figure that must really translate to
absolutely
success later in life, and just keeping things balanced for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also want to mention, it's the last 3 years, Pimas had 30 or more athletes named to the NJCAA All Academic team. So that's really impressive work that they're doing.
Yeah, and the 10, and this year we had, or I should say last year we had 10 that were first teamers. So 4.0 GPAs for the entire year.
Yeah.
And I mean, since I've been at Pima, I haven't heard of that many getting, and I don't know how many, what our record number is on that, but to have 10, that's unbelievable. That's awesome.
And I'm sure that also has a lot to do with the engagement with the coaches and the athletes too. I've seen them when they talk to students, and it's just nice to see how much they care and how much they're pushing for them to succeed in all areas.
Absolutely, and it's an all around group effort. The student athletes do their part. The coaches make sure that they're on top of things in the classroom, and the instructors, the professors, it's all about student success here at Pima.
That's great. That's great. Now, some more success I want to talk about is Brian Peabody. He's been with Aztec Athletics for 7 years now as the head coach of the men's basketball team. 3 straight NJCAA Region 1 Division 2 championships. That's kind of a Goliath record there. It's impressive. But I mean, he's built on that over time. It didn't start that way. What was the state of Pima's basketball team before he came in?
So whenever I started, I think there were probably 2 years where the team really struggled. I think the year before Peabody got here, we won 6 games total, if I'm not mistaken. And since Coach Peabody's been here, his record has just gotten better each year. And so the last 3 years, like you said, Region 1, Division 2 titles, and I was fortunate enough to travel with the team a couple years ago whenever they had that national runner-up finish, and that game was just unbelievable. The whole experience was unbelievable for the coaches, the kids, everybody involved, the athletic trainers. It was just a lot of fun, and to see the success, that where basketball's at right now. And also with our men's soccer team winning the national championship last year, I was fortunate enough to travel with the team for that as well. And there's just some great things about this job. It's just to see things like that, and it just makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, that's good. Good feelings all around.
Yeah.
Well, so there's some investments being made in facility upgrades. Soccer teams are going to move all game and practice ops to West Campus in 2020. And let's see what else. Baseball and softball fields will get new state-of-the-art backstops, speaker systems, and new paint jobs for the scoreboards. Tennis courts are getting new playing surfaces. I mean, I know infrastructure is generally important, but why is investing in that? What does that translate into both the game experience for the student athletes, but also like there's fans that like to go. I mean, what happens? How is that going to impact the game experience?
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be great for everybody involved, from the coaches to the student athletes. I mean, anytime, everyone likes to see upgrades, especially in sports, to facilities and fields and arenas and stuff like that. And so I think, and especially with baseball and softball, our fan base is growing every year. So I think whenever fans come and they see the changes, oh wow, this looks really nice, and it's it looks more like a college stadium, So I think people will really like our upgrades and our changes, and it'll probably give an extra boost of motivation to our kids as well. Ever since and soccer is a good example of that. When we used to play at the West Campus, then we moved to Keno, and whenever opposing teams would come and play, they're wow, this is unbelievable stadium and arena and everything, and I think with the changes, with the upgrades to soccer, baseball, and softball, I think it'll give not only us, but I think our opponents too, just kind of oh wow, this is a really nice facility, and I think also moving our soccer teams back to the West Campus is it's going to be a great thing, because we're going to get a new scoreboard. Our field looks great, and I think a lot of people who also work for Pima too, they're gonna say, oh wow, well that's awesome. Our national championship team, our teams are moving back to the West Campus, so we have a better chance of catching their games. Yeah. Because Keno's a bit of a drive for some people, so moving things back to West, I think, will be beneficial for everything.
Yeah, I think it's just a good feeling to have it closer to home too.
Yeah.
I expect that's gonna make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Ray, thank you for being here today. I think we covered a lot of ground. It was really good to talk to you, and first edition of this particular podcast, so it was nice for you to be a guinea pig for us, and I think it went pretty well.
Thank you very much, Tom. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you guys are doing. Looking forward to watching future episodes of what you guys do.
Great, thanks. Yeah. And you can stay connected with Pima Athletics on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you like what you heard today, please follow PCC TV on YouTube. It's the best way to keep in the know about new episodes and other fun things we're doing. Just search for PCC-TV stream on YouTube. Thanks for joining us.